Good morning. My name is Francesse Norzelin. I am the founder and owner of Bellis of Roses. Today we're going to be doing our daily reading. These readings are for for the present and the future. There is no timestamp on these readings. These readings will find you when it's meant to be. You can look down in the description box if you would like to get in contact with me. All of my information will be down there. The cards that we're going to be using is the Tarot, the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. The Light Seers by Chris Ann. And the Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. Let's get started. To my beloved ancestors that walks and talks with me, what is the daily message for today? What is the guidance that you have prepared and instructed for this very day? I thank you for your love. I thank you for your protection. And I thank you for your clarity. Please speak clearly with honesty, truth, love, and liberation. Three cards came out. First card is the Magician. Second card is the Ten of Pentacles. Third card is the Eight of Cups. I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot to clarify these cards. First card, Throat Chakra, clarifying the Magician. Second card, clarifying the Ten of Pentacles. Rest and rejuvenate. Third card, clarifying, the Eight of Cups, emotional withdrawal. In the highest meaning, spiritual meaning, I will be using Queen Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. This would be considered my North Node card. What we're going towards. Okay. Came out by itself. Self-love. The waxing crescent, self-love. Okay. So the first card that came out was the Magician. So this card clearly states that we are entering a new phase of a new beginning, new journeys, and you have everything that you need to fulfill that. You are the alchemist of your life. You are the beginning and the ending. You are the author of your life. And because you are such, because the high power says that you are, you must walk in that. So the Magician is one that takes authority in his or her life. Even though this card portrays a man, energy is fluid. Energy is neither gender. That's irrelevant. Us humans are the ones that need the labels because we're special. But even in the midst of our specialties, our ancestors still have mercy and grace upon us. However, the Magician is someone that is the co-creator of his life, because he understands that the creation, his ideas, everything that he is trying to put forth cannot be done by himself. It needs to be done through the work of a higher power and his ancestors. And this is what he's doing. However, he knows within that he has all the tools that he needs. The Magician creates from within, not without. The manifestation of his creation is shown on the outside, but the beginning of his creation starts from within. And as you can see, the Magician is sitting down in a state of calm, peace, and serenity. And in order for him to create, there has to be this emotional attachment. And as you can see right here, the water represents the emotional attachment, the emotional energy that's being stirred up so that he can start this new beginning, this new journey. So whatever is it that you're wanting to create, whatever is it that you're wanting, any ideas that you have going on, flowing in your mind, take heed to them because there's importance in them. The clarifying card for the Magician was the Throat Chakra. Now we understand the Throat Chakra basically tells us to speak our truth. Throat Chakra tells us to speak our truth, to be liberated in what we're saying and make no apologies for it. It is what it is. Now, Because the magician is in a state of creating, it's also in a state of isolation. It's not isolated because it wants to be. It's isolated. The magician, being a magician in the state of creating, requires you to be isolated. It requires you to get away and do what you need to do and be focused on your creation so that you can speak your truth. Utilize the throat chakra. And when you're being the magician, everything that you do and say there needs to be a level of honesty, truth, and integrity. And this is what the throat chakra talks about. Now, this is the money coin. I need that money coin. Now, the Ten of Pentacles. This tells me whatever creation that we're embarking, there's abundance in it. There's liberty in it. There's happy in it. And then there's longevity in it. The Ten of Pentacles is reduced down to number 1, which is a new beginning. So I would also say that this new beginning is actually going to usher you into abundance. It's going to usher you into prosperity, but not just for yourself, but for the generations to come, the children's children. So whatever ideas, whatever creations, whatever that you have going on right now, take heed to it. Sometimes you don't need to do anything with it right now. Just write it down, put it to the side, and leave it alone. Because trust and believe, when it's time, your ancestors are going to make sure you get it done. Okay? So whatever creations that you're creating is guaranteed to lead to emotional abundance, longevity, and your children's children are going to prosper off this. This is the generational breakthrough card for me. The card that's clarifying the Ten of Pentacles is rest and rejuvenation. And what's so pretty and what's so wonderful about this card is that you see that this card is also clarifying the magician as well. As you can see, they're both in the state of isolation. They're both in the quietness of the field. And this requires you to go within. So this requires you to speak to your higher self and really get in tune with who you are. Rest and rejuvenation is extremely important because for where you're getting ready to go, it requires a state of discipline. This is what rest and rejuvenation means to me. It means discipline, focus, be centered, know what is it that you want, because the ethers are on your side, because abundance is sure to follow. And the final card out of the 3 is the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups actually requires you to do a deposit and walk away from it. That's what you're doing. Now, a lot of people will look at this card and say this is the card of walking away emotionally. And yes, that is. But I also interpret this card as putting it out there in the ethers. As you can see, she put her intentions out there. There's an emotion attached to it. She's walking away and believing, God, my ancestors that walks with me, I believe that you're going to take care of this. That's it. Make your deposit and walk away. This is what the 8 of Cups is talking about. And what's clarifying it is the emotional withdrawal. Make the deposit, make the detachment, and let it sit. There's nothing else that you need to do. Because I'll tell you right now, all of these cards are in the line. And when you're in the line with your higher self, there is nothing else you can do. You just sit down and watch the manifestation come to pass. The overall remaining reason, self-love. And I'm actually going to read what the book says for the self-love. Hold on for a minute, please. Okay. It says, waxen crescent, self-love. Radical self-love is necessary. Empowerment starts from the inside out. Do not compare yourself to others. Start your change with focus and love of self. Rest and rejuvenate. That's what I stated earlier. To be focused, disciplined, go within yourself. The affirmation is, every day I bring radical self-love to body, mind, and spirit. Sometimes we feel we are not enough. Sometimes we are even told we are not enough by our own voice, the voices of others in our culture. Not smart enough, not pretty enough, not powerful enough, not talented enough, not good enough at what we choose to do, not ambitious enough, not experienced enough, not curvy enough, not thin enough, not glamorous enough, not porn star enough, not enough of a lady. And as a result, all of this makes us not love ourselves enough. Then there is the opposite, that we are too something, too tall, too short, too fat, or too thin, too wrinkly, too pimply, too old, too young, too quiet, or too mouthy, too noticeable, too opinionated. Too much trouble, too much, full stop. Is it any wonder that many of us feel such self-loathing or dissatisfaction with the self? Please just stop. Put your blinkers on. Breathe. Be with yourself. Do ritual. Speak to the goddess or whatever energy floats your boat and ask for help. Yes, indeed, listen to any or all of the crazy misdemeanors that your mind may throw at you. But then hug these untruths like a crying puppy and soothe the reasons that they are there. Know that you are doing the best you can right now. That you are not your past, and you can soothe yourself, and most importantly, you can move on. You can move on. You can find emotional strength to move on. And not only can you, you will. Know that this comparison craziness is just a diversion from knowing yourself really well and discovering amazing, delicious aspects of yourself that are entirely satisfying. Focus on you, not others, and discover where you really might like change, if anywhere or anything, for your own personal benefit, not for some outward measure of enoughness. True power and happiness comes from the inside out, like an unfurling spiral. Woe is the person who relies on the opinions of others to gain happiness in self-measure. Choose radical self-love. Choose you. And it also gives a comparison stone, which is the rose quartz. The Queen of Moon Oracle confirmed everything that was stated here earlier. Self-love. You are the magician. You are the author of your life. You are the creator, co-creator, and the author of your life. Take charge. Because when you do that, you're going to see the abundance flow. Not only is this abundance for yourself, but this abundance also carries down to generations. Self-love requires you to walk away. Deposit what you need to deposit. Say what you need to say to the ethers and walk away. And whatever that you have going on will be taken care of. The clarifying card for the magician was the throat chakra. Walk in your truth. Speak in your truth. Your truth is your truth. And that's it. Stand firm on it. The clarifying card for the 10 of Pentacles was rest and rejuvenate. Go inside yourself. Discipline yourself. Love yourself. Be with yourself. Because once you are able to go within, and once you honor who you are, all the abundance flows. And as you can see, look at the lush green background. You manifest from within. And once you're manifesting from within, it shows on the outside. And also remember, trees represent spiritual backing. So look at all the spiritual backing that the magician has. This is the magician. This is the same magician from the other deck. But this is him in a different setting. And look at the spiritual background that he has. Your spirits are with you. Benevolent spirits are with you. The clarifying card for the 8 of Cups is emotional withdrawal. Don't worry. Don't hold on to anything that doesn't serve your highest good. And that's the message for the day. Again, my name is Francesse Norzelin. I am the founder and owner of Bellis of Roses. If you would like to get in contact with me, please look at the box below, and all my contact information will be down there. I am very honored and happy to have been a part of your day. Thank you, and I hope that you all have a beautiful day.